it is day 5. It's day 5. So we are almost toward the end. We're almost toward the end of week 1. And so I am so happy you are on this journey with me. Some folks are just coming to this journey with us in the last day or so. So welcome. My name is Trinace Richardson, and we are taking a journey together to detox, to declutter, to clear out our physical, emotional, spiritual spaces so that we can make room for more and better. And so this week we are focused on, I believe, always our emotional spaces, but you also have the opportunity to do your physical spaces as well as your time or your calendar. You really can intuitively decide whatever route you want to take. But I wanted to talk a little bit about your calendar, how you purge as it relates to your calendar. And I'm wondering if you got the guide. Have you gotten the guide? I'm going to keep showing it to you because I think it's cute. But what you're going to do with the guide, in order to follow along with me, if that's what you're doing, I'm going to page 6. And I'm almost there. I'm waiting for my son to get out somewhere, so if I'm a little quieter, that's why. So on page 6, it talks about the time or calendar purge process. And this process allows you to consider your time. The fact that your time is literally the most valuable commodity, because you just don't get it back. Whatever you use it for, whatever you do, it's gone. You don't get that day back, that hour back, those minutes back. And so how you spend your time will actually show you really what you want in this life, to look back and see, how do I spend my time overall? That's what I'm focused on. So if I spend all of my time at work and nothing else, I'm focused on work. If I spend sort of an equal amount of time with family and friends, then I'm focused there. That's where my attention lies. We really have to if you spend all your time at church, that's where your attention lies. So we really have to get focused and know what our schedule looks like. So if you're deciding to look at your schedule, you get to ask yourself these questions. What are my big rocks? How do I spend my days? What things are important to me? What aspects of my life do I want to amplify and make the most of? What do I want to pull away from? What kinds of time is being taken away from me as a result? And so one of the things I'm going to email you this week is a weekly schedule to map out, or just a link to one, so that you can practice looking at your big rocks and how you spend your time. And maybe as you begin to write down everything by the hour of how you spend your time, you'll be able to take some things out that are unnecessary. I can tell you this, that since I have been mindful of my schedule, every Sunday, I plan my week out, the entire week, not just Monday. And I basically know how every hour is supposed to be spent. Now, it doesn't always happen that way, but I plan out every hour of the waking day, right? Of the day that, I leave myself some cushion to breathe and to relax. And then sometimes I get, tired, so the next 2 tasks for the next couple of hours don't get done. But if I start with an idea of what I want my week to look like and what I want my days to look like, I have a guidepost. I have something that I can come back to. First of all, just to remember it, because I don't remember all the time what I set out, it may be on my calendar, but then I make a to-do list for every day, every hour of that day. I have the type of calendar. I use a paper calendar. I know you can use for business, I use, Google Calendars and Outlook. but I plan out my week by hand. I write it out because it's helpful to me to do it that way. And so by doing it that way, I'm able to see how all of my calendars come together, my personal life, my family, my job, and I get to plan things out and move things around that aren't working or figure out where I'm double booked. All of those things. Do you know your calendar can keep you stressed out? And it is time for you to declutter your calendar. Maybe that's somewhere you need to focus. Now, don't get overwhelmed. If you've already started on your physical spaces, stay there. If you've already started on your emotional space and that's where you want to focus, stay there. I'm hoping that you saw a big black plastic bag, trash bag that I posted on social media because it's becoming my best friend. I'm just putting things in there, right? So if that's where you are right now, focused on your physical spaces, don't just keep doing what you're doing. If your calendar or your time is a sore spot for you, consider adding this to your purge. Okay? So welcome to day 5 of the purge. Consider your time and your calendar. Don't stress out. You only have to purge one thing. You only have to reduce. Remember, that's our word from yesterday. You only have to reduce one thing. Just decide whether it's going to be a drawer, something in the drawer, a closet, something in the closet. Maybe you're going to journal one thing. Maybe you're going to look at your calendar. Whatever you decide to do, this is your purge. I'm focused here with you. Send me an email. Respond to this email letting me know how it goes. Post on social media and tag me. Let me know that you are purging with me. This is not something I've perfected. It is something that I'm doing with you. And yes, I'll let you know all about me and the opportunities you can connect and continue to work together. We'll talk about all of that later. Right now, focus on practicing patience with your purge. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.